What's up, guys? It's BuRnZii TV here, and I'm using gameplay of Search and Destroy on Standoff. It's just a pub match where I destroy. I believe I got up to somewhere around 20 kills, and it's great footage, so watch this while I wanted to break down MLG Anaheim. Now, if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert. So, I mean, first of all, championship game, impact, icons impact versus complexity, and I have to say I'm shocked. Not that exactly that complexity won, but just in the fashion they did. I believe it was 6-2 or 6-3 that they won that series, and I'm impressed. Now I'm not surprised they won because of the roster changes. Honestly, I mean Clayster alone with Unite almost took two maps from Farico Impact at MLG Dallas, and then just adding him to that better roster on complexity was basically what a team needed to do to take down that dynasty. Like, I mean they have been just completely destroying everyone, and I thought complexity made a really nice move by picking up Clayster and adding that they needed to that hype they needed just to win. I mean, he was a great addition to their team. Um, so that would mean Impact pretty much destroyed Optic. Like that wasn't really close either. Now it might have been because they were three down. They were having a bad night the night before or whatever. But it seems like it seems to be a huge gap between first, second, and then third. Like it wasn't like close, because complexity basically shut out Impact, and Impact shut out Optic, and then I mean that there's and then I'm pretty sure Optic was crushing teams themselves. So just by looking at that, just the skill difference is just ridiculous. Um, biggest biggest disappointments about MLG Anaheim would be envious, just as a team perspective. The fact that they got knocked out when they did. I don't know exactly what round, but they lost to Optic, and then immediately lost right after that to Icons. Icons something. I don't remember that team. I don't remember the actual name. I just remember it was an Icons team, and I think it was Icons Conquer. And they got 3-0'd, just destroyed. And with the roster that they have, it's surprising. I don't see how you could have a roster with JCap, Proofy, Rambo, and Stainville, and get swept by Optic, or they got beat bad by Optic, and they get swept by a team in the losers bracket right after that. Something's wrong there. I mean, they haven't been able to win a championship, and to me, like, that's why there's so many changes in rosters for MLG. You have to keep changing because you need to find that new winning combination. Like Freako Impact, or just Icons Impact now, didn't need to change anything because they've been dominating, but all the other rosters, all the movements that's been happening needed to happen. I mean, chemistry is one thing, but in gaming, that's why I think it moves around so much. You have to find something that's going to get you to win. It's not about, I mean, you do make friends along the way, and I mean, it seems like all the bigger players are all friends with each other anyway, but you need to have that winning combination of players, the right ones that can counter that championship team and get you all the way to the championship. Envious keeps getting to the end, will get second, or they're getting upset early, and I think it's time that someone's getting the boot. Now, who? That's hard to say with the stacked roster that they have, but they need to change something. Another disappointment was the fact that Fear did not show up. Fear wasn't even at the event. COD 4 teams, you're letting everyone down here. You didn't even make it to the event. Fear didn't make it. Envious did bad. I mean, you Call of Duty Classic teams are given a bad name out there. Fear was basically disbanded because they all went to different teams. Sharp was playing for VVV, and Assassin was playing for Quantic, and then you had John playing for Evil, and a lot of to be honest, a lot of those matchups that the matchups that we thought were going to be really good were not the good ones, and the ones we thought that were going to be blowouts turned out not to be. Like Optic was didn't they were not predicted to go very far, and they had the worst bracket ever, and then they come out and destroy Evil. People did not see that coming. They came out and just demolished Envious. No one saw that coming either. I mean, Impact, you kind of, that one was a little bit predictable, but you had a lot of the better matches were like FaZe and VVV was a great, any game that VVV was in was a pretty good game. All of them turned out to be pretty close, so that looked like a great, I mean, I didn't get to watch all, I was watching it on the stream, I didn't actually attend Anaheim, but from what the scores and the games I did see with VVV and when they were on the main stage, they were great, close games, which is, that's the things you want to watch. You don't want to watch these blowouts because they just get boring. Surprisingly, Impact did not do very well when it came to winning Hardpoint. That was the reason their success, and that's probably why Impact did not, take home first place. Some great positives about the whole thing, about Anaheim in general, was they had great, the attendance. It was supposed to be like the biggest event, sold out. Most attendance ever. It looked like a huge crowd. Really getting Black Ops 2 Call of Duty competitive up there. And then there's a usually steady amount of 40,000 to 60,000 viewers on the live stream the entire time, which it's a great number. It's a great way to support. They had a lot of the hashtags and names of the teams that were trending worldwide. That alone is amazing that a community can be able to do that. The commentators were all awesome. They had all the best commentators that you can get out there, which was, Fwiz, Hastro, Benson, the European one, he's a great they're all great commentators. They had Puckett, Golden Boy. I think those were the main ones that were up there. They had some other people. They had an all-star break where Des Bryant and Dwight Howard showed up. That was a little cool thing that they added. I like. It was fun to watch, and it was cool to know that they go to those type of things. So overall, I think it was a great event, and everyone should be ready for. I believe it's Gfinity or something. It's in Europe. It's the next big Call of Duty tournament. That would be the next big one to watch for Black Ops 2. And other than that, Anaheim was exciting. They had plenty of great games to watch. There was a lot of blowouts, and the championship game was a lot less. It was a big surprise, but it wasn't. There was actually a lot of good dogfights in it. The series was kind of a blowout, but the actual in-game, the map counts were close fights. Both teams all the teams that played put up a great effort, and just awesome overall performance by all the teams. And so my video is wrapping up here. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like the video, and sub to my channel. And see you guys next time. Shove it.